Welcome to ECNTRADE daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. It was a relatively quiet night right across the board for the financial markets as the Australian dollar still hovers around 67 cents and still slightly showing some hesitation towards the top side around 67.35 after at least 3 consecutive challenges was rejected. I feel any further challenges towards this region will be repeated and therefore look back towards the bottom side of the range around 66.45 and the base holding around 65.90. Clearly, though, if we do get a break above 67.35, it would ignite a strong rally and most probably see some stop losses going off, which would trigger a rally up to 67.90. But at this stage, we've seen many tests and there is good supply there, so no doubt it will continue to hold that way. Looking at the euro, the market edged slightly higher, but still not quite finding the momentum to reach the highs around 108.60-65, where the resistance holds. And with divergence somewhat slowly coming back into play here from the RSI, could see the market take a down test, and that is towards the region of 107.70 and looking to the base around 107.35. The dollar index, meanwhile, which covers a basket of 6 major currencies, holds around 102.10, so that's pretty much flat in the last 24 hours. The dollar yen outlook, well, the market put the brakes on the downward slide as the focus still holds relatively to the upside of around 132.1030 after 2 rejections off that level around 129.80. I feel any further attempts to the downside will find demand, and therefore looking at the RSI with divergence and slowly strengthening along with the Dragonfly Doji, as well as the recent hammer that was posted from the challenge of 129.80, should secure a further rise up towards the region, as I mentioned, of 132.10, and the objective holding at 134. Sterling, the market was a little bit firmer overnight, but now finding a little bit of weakness into the New York close, and with the recent up tests, the market is a little bit hesitant around this 123.25 to 75 area. In light of the weaker RSI, I feel we may see a pullback. That is towards the region of 121.85 and before any renewed direction to come back into play. The gold outlook, the market is still somewhat weak due to the RSI and the MACD declining, and therefore should put further stress on the downside and eventually see the target reached around 1,935. Reassess from there in case we do get a rejection like previously seen. It is a key point, and no doubt the market will be looking into this level when we get the announcement of the US Fed's preferred inflation gauge, which is the Personal Consumption Expenditure Price Index, or the PCE. Along with that, the market is still monitoring the developments in the global banking sector, which may significantly impact markets sentiment and trend assessments. Nevertheless, that all seems to be a little bit quiet at the moment, and as I say, the technicals are heavy, so let's see if we do see a slight slide and reassess at 1,935. Wrapping up with oil, the market has nearly reached its objective, which is at $74.3040. Reassess from there, as a break would give further scope up towards 76.5. With the Dragonfly Doji and a strong candle that came following, still looks like we can reach that topside objective, but we are getting a little bit oversold, so reassess from 74.3040. Well, that's a wrap for the morning. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the great start to the day.